That shatter, no deep frying and no oil spray either. That golden brown exterior is what you want. You don't want it to be burnt. You don't want it to be pale and soft. And it's all down to two mistakes. Fix them and they'll come out genuinely crispy in the air fryer. Let me show you how. See, two things wreck them. The general advice that just air fry them, but that's not gonna work any wonders. One, you cram the basket so the samosas steam in their own moisture, making them turn out soft and pale. Or two, you blast them at a high temperature for a long time until they're cooked and you end up with something that's burnt and that's kind of raw inside. See, this samosa here went straight in at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 15 minutes. Looks okay outside, a bit too dark, but the pastry inside did not cook through. The fix here is a two-staged cook. And as part of the two-stage cook, you don't need to add any extra oil. See, the oil is incorporated pretty well. It's almost like a pie crust if you've handled that before. So the fats, the ghee, or the oil already in the dough is gonna work wonders to get the golden brown color and the crispiness that you want in an air-fried samosa. Here's a quick version of the filling. Bloom the spices in ghee or oil first, then fold in potatoes that are cooked, leave some chunks and cool completely. I go in way deeper on how to get this filling just right in the full video and the recipe page, so go check it out, give it a rating so other people like you can find my full recipe page. For the dough, some flour, ajwain or carom seeds, and ghee. You can of course substitute with oil. Rub the fat in until it holds shape when you press it. Kind of like this, craggly, crumbly. This texture that you're creating with the fat and the flour combining is what's gonna give pastry its flaky and crispy texture. And it's that fat that browns the samosa in the air fryer later. The dough should look kind of like this, not too soft, not too firm either. Let this rest for about 30 to 40 minutes. Now to shape the samosas, decide if you want to make them big or small. The numbers are down below, but once you have these dough balls for each portion size, then roll them thin, just not paper thin. Then, using a bench scraper or a butter knife, just cut that in half, wet the edges, and then add some of that filling in one corner of that half circle. And fold that edge halfway into a triangle, seal the bottom edge just like this, and bring the corners together to seal the samosa. Don't be afraid to pinch across all seams to ensure you have a nice tight seal. Now the two mistakes I told you about, well, here's the fix. For the first one, single layer space between every samosa so that the hot air can actually circulate properly across the surface of the samosas. The crowding issue, gone. That's gonna guarantee that the samosa will at least get crispy. But we're still not safe from just air frying them and whisking the samosas, just burning with the dough inside, potentially staying raw. Next one, number two, is the two-stage cook. Start at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 10 to 12 minutes. Flip the samosas halfway through, and this helps to cook the pastry almost all the way through, and the exterior will still be sort of pale. You'll start to be getting the color that you want though. And then you crank the heat up to 400 degrees for the last 4 to 6 minutes. And that's where the color and the crunch will set in. And while you don't have to, you can do it if you want, but there's no need for oil spray. It's gonna crispen up, it's gonna be full of that beautiful ghee flavor if you're using that, and it'll be crispy. See, it's the ghee inside the pastry that also helps the samosas to just feel very light in texture. Now, comparing this air fried samosa with the same recipe but deep fried, well, is the deep fried one better? Deep fried is always better. In this case, for samosas, maybe because I'm biased, that's what I'm used to. The flavor that deep frying brings is unlike anything else. Dough, but air frying is amazing, and I would rather air fry and have way more of these samosas than potentially have an upset stomach from having too much deep fried, and that happens to me every time. I use this occasion to refresh my deep fried samosa recipe as well. I redid all the numbers. Make sure to subscribe so you know when the deep fried refresh video is gonna drop. And samosas are great. And I did some other fun fillings as well. There's some other ideas on the full page. Check it out. Let me know what type of samosas are your favorite, and I'll see you in the next one.